Yo, what's up there, guys? Dr. Phil. Today is episode 20 of NHL 14 BIGM with the Boston Bruins. The big bad Bruins. So last episode, what we did last episode is we did the free agency and we did the preseason and we did a little bit of the season. And I can tell you, man, the free agency, what we did is we signed some, basically some depth in our AHL. We signed one guy in the NHL now, is Troy Brouwer. But other than that, we just signed some depth in the AHL, and we're just making sure that in the future we have the players that we need on our team. So this episode, what we're gonna do is we're gonna probably do we're gonna sim up all the way to the. Where is it? It is all the way up to the trade deadline. Yeah, so it's going to sim up all the way to there, and we hope that we can start winning games. And we're hoping this is a banner year in Boston. Our owner wants 50 wins, and I can get to 50 wins, man. We have the team for it. We have the forwards, we have the defense, we got goaltenders. It might not be a big issue, but we have the team for that. And I just hope we can start winning games and not end up like last season where we just start losing games galore, and it was just unreal how we would lose games. But yeah, so I'm just trying to say that 4 goalies for the situation for our lines, especially our goalies. It's going to be same thing. It's going to be 3-1 loss ratio. So if you lose 3 games out of 4, we'll switch them up. 4 lines, I think it's pretty good like this. I don't want to switch them up. And defense, the only thing that is a question mark is obviously Tyler Kuma. The reason I'm not playing Joe Morrow in the NHL is just because I don't want to ruin that guy's growth. I already ruined Torrey Krug's growth because we needed players, and he was the closest player that we got to being somewhat NHL ready. So Joe Morrow, I can only use the depth, and Tyler Kuma's top 6, so he's NHL ready. But Joe Morrow, one more year in the AHL, and he should be NHL ready by next year. And if you play your cards right, Joe Morrow can be maybe top 4 at the max, if I'm not mistaken. I don't see him being top 2, but top 4 at the max for Joe Morrow, and that's why I want to develop this guy as much as I can. So yeah, so let's start this baby up. Before that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, where is it? Gem options, trade negotiation, and trading block. Yeah, that seems about right here. All I want for the picks is like this. And no. And we're going to trade Dave Bowling because he has 1 more year left on his contract, and I don't know if I want to re-sign him. So, yes. Okay, so let's start this baby up. Let's go a couple weeks at a time. And we're going to switch up the goalies, obviously, if they start losing games. So, first game back, and we decide to lose. Yes! Typical simulation. It's just 1 game, so it's not that bad. Okay, where are you? No, this is not WHL. WHL, 6 weeks. Bam! Okay. I hope it's not ooh, first round for Dave Boland. What's this Winchester guy? Might be just a 4th liner. Guessing, yeah, he's just he's an enforcer, obviously. I don't need him because his potential is pretty bad. Okay, so we're good. Okay, so come on there, guys. Come on, winning at Anaheim. Come on, they have Tuukka Rask. Now we have John Gibson. Can we win it? And no, we're not winning. Oh man. It's like Tuukka Rask is happy in Anaheim now, but he wasn't happy in freaking Boston. That's a problem. Bye, John Gibson. Okay, where are you? Ben Bishop. Coaching options, edit lines, goalies. Ben Bishop's right here, and he's gonna take it on. Let's go, Ben Bishop. Start winning games for us. Man, the simulation's crappy, and I don't understand the simulation, man. I saw on YouTube, I saw some other GM modes that people would recommend doing Boston because simulation was messed up. And even though they're good in real life, in the simulation they're somewhat bad. Like, I don't understand how they can be bad in the simulation. Like, look, we lost 5 games in a row, man. What is this? Like, come on, man. What is a simulation? There we go, first win. Our first win after, like, I don't know how many lost, man. But, man, the simulation is really pissing me off. Like, I don't understand what's the problem in this simulation. We have the forwards. We have the defense. Our goalies is something else, but still, man. We have the players to play against other teams and be a deadly team. Which I don't understand why. Like, we have a top 2 defense. We have 3 top 4 defense. And then we have 2 top 6 defense. Maybe team chemistry is something to be worried about. But other than that, we have top 6. We have our bottom 6, which could maybe be working on. But still, it's still good enough to play against other teams which have nothing on their team. That's the problem with the simulation. It doesn't understand that when you're look. You know, the simulation's fucked up when Toronto's first place in the NHL. You know what's fucked up? When Toronto is leading the NHL with 14 wins and 1 loss, you know the simulation's fucked up. Like, I'm just saying, like, Toronto's not gonna win another Stanley Cup for their whole lifetime. And when they're somewhat winning 11 games in a row, like, come on, man. 12 games in a row, like, you know something's fucked up when Toronto is leading the NHL. Like, look at this. Toronto has 33 points. What is this? How can Toronto have 33 points in the beginning of the season? Like, I know they're the team to actually start out the season pretty good at an average spot, but not leading the whole NHL by, like, more than 10 points. Okay, what I wanted to check. Coaching options. View lines. NHL. I'm gonna go check Toronto, see what they have. It's typical first line. Okay, we can still match against that. Yeah, typical second line. We have the same thing. Yeah, typical third line and fourth line. Okay, what's good? Yeah, they got defense like we have also. Okay. Yeah, okay, whatever. I don't know. I understand what. And goalies, they have typical goalies. Like, what is this? Like, they have. Like, their team isn't special. That's what I don't get. Like, they have nothing special on their team. They have Phil Kessel. Yes, they got Van Riemsdyk. Okay, yes. That's a good first line. But our first line can match their first line any day. Their defense, like, we have a top 2. They have what, 2 top 2 defense? Then they got some top 4s and top 6. Like, there's nothing special about Toronto. I don't see why they're winning games. I'm telling you, man, simulation's rigging this game. It is rigged to the max. All we need now is to start winning games and hope for the best for our team. And it looks like we're 9-6-3, man. That's pretty good. We're not halfway through the season yet, but looks like Ben Bishop's keeping us in. I'm glad we got Ben Bishop as a backup goaltender. Right now, he's playing as a starting goaltender. Like, I'm glad Ben Bishop's here, man. What I want to do is I want to get somewhat of a playoff position, and then if we can get enough points to separate ourselves from the other people, then that's when we can play John Gibson. And if Ben Bishop goes on a tremendous losing streak, that's when like right now, that's when we switch him up for was it John Gibson? Oh man. I just can't wait till Reinhardt and McDavid are ready so they can play in the NHL. Like, I'm not saying we're relying on them, but I just can't wait till we get, like, some players that are good prospects that can play on our team. Because right now, Boston's been struggling, and you could say it's my fault, but the thing is, it's not my fault. I made the team much better than it is. Like, I made the team much better for years to come. Like, right now, if I would have kept all the players in Boston that they would originally have, then Boston would be an older team with older players. So I'm just saying, like, I brought him some younger players. I brought him some, like, I got him some good prospects. So we just hope for the best in Boston. Okay, after this tremendous losing streak, I hope we can start winning games, man. And I'm not being greedy, man. I'm just saying that, like, we have the team for this. And come on, Gibson. Oh, no, Gibson. Oh, man. Team loss, team effort, losing. Again, it's going to be like last year where we start losing games like there's no tomorrow. Oh, man, I'm trying to find, like... He said it was going to be weaker than usual, so just put it anywhere. There we go. Man, I'm going to check out... no, fuck it. I'm going to check out some stats, see what's the problem. Stats Central, team standing. 20th in the NHL, that's good. Goals for per games, dead center. Goals against, we're last. Power play, we're up there. And penalty kill, we're down there. Okay, so our power play is doing alright, but when it comes to everything else, we're doing pretty bad. Lines are fine. That's what I'm trying to say, that my lines are fine. I could probably play Riley Smith on the first line, but that might just kill us in the long run. Power play, Pietrangelo, Krejci, Hagelin, Smith, man. What is this? Yep, okay. Penalty kill. I'm going to switch up Krejci and Bolin, and Krejci is going to switch up with Eriksson. Let's see how that works out. Okay. Yeah, that seems about right for me. Oh, the lines are fine. That's what I don't understand. The lines are perfectly fine. I want to do best lines. I really do want to do best lines, but we're going to see how Boston does in the next couple weeks before we start making changes. Oh, man. Okay, this is up to Boston to win or lose. We're going to see if John Gibson can win some games for us. And I'm relying all on my goaltender because goaltenders are a big part of the hockey team. Oh, that's 2 wins. That's nice. It's like in real life, man. The free agency, it's been crazy, man. Teams signing big-ass contracts for players, man. Holy shit, man. It's just... I think the first day there was $500 million spent in the first day in the free agency. Like, you know, teams are rebuilding. No. They want depth on their team. There's a lot of teams rebuilding. Well, I'm not saying there's a lot of teams adding depth to their team so they can win the Stanley Cup. And there are teams that are rebuilding, aka Buffalo and Florida. Yeah, so a lot of players have signed like some incredible contracts. And a lot of... Wow, that's unreal. And a lot of contracts have been long-term. A good example of that is Matt Niskanen in Washington. I think it's going to hurt them in the long run. Like, I think Washington did a big mistake on signing Niskanen in the long run for 7 years. Like, I'm not saying Niskanen's a bad player. I'm just saying that he's not worth $5 million. It's like 4 or 5. Oh, Rob Fabry, no. Like, I'm not saying $5 million a year. Yeah, it's like close to $5 million a year. $5 million a year for 7 years. That's just, you're risking a guy like that, man. Like, I would sign him, first of all, I would sign him for at least a 3-year, then you would go on and see if he's better. But 7 years, man, you're hurting yourself. If the guy is not what he is, which right now he's okay, like, he's a pretty good player, but thing is, will he be good when he's like 30-something? Yeah, that's a question that you have to think about. Okay, so we're doing okay in Boston. We're just going to continue simulation. But I'm just saying, like, was it like Philadelphia? Good example is that they signed like Cavalier for 5 years, and after 1 year, he's on the trading block. You know why? It's because Philadelphia didn't play him right. That's what I'm saying, man. Philadelphia did not play the Cavalier right. They started playing him on the 4th line, which just went completely downhill, man. Like, Le Cavalier, I like him as a player, man. Used to be one of my favorite players. And when he played in Tampa, but as soon as Tampa got rid of him, which it wasn't their fault because they wanted to keep him. It's because they signed him at a long-term contract, which they couldn't afford. And that's what teams make their mistake. They sign players long-term, and then they don't end up being what they want to be. Like Cavalier signed a 5-year with Philadelphia, and what after 1 year on the trading block, and teams can't afford him because he's got a big contract. He's like $5 million a year, if I'm not mistaken, $4 or $5 million a year, and it's sad to see a player like that. Like Cavalier, he had a great career until Steven Stamkos came in. Even when Stamkos came in, he was still playing good. It's just after when Stamkos was NHL ready. Well, he was obviously NHL ready the first year, but still, when Stamkos got rise, when Stamkos got better, that's when the Cavalier went downhill, and that's when he's been dropping down. He's been dropping stats. So I'm just saying, like teams that want like Cavalier, he's a second line center. If you don't play on the second line, that's when you're ruining this guy's career, man. So that's just my 2 cents on that, but that's what I'm saying for teams, man. If you think a player, it's a gamble for signing players long term, and I see these teams signing players for long term. I'm like, man, sign the player to at least a 3-year deal, and if he's better, then friggin' lock him down. But I'm just saying, man, it's gonna backfire on them one day. Then obviously the NHL is gonna go down to a friggin' money deficit, and teams are gonna like their cap base are gonna be, it's gonna be iffy. Yeah, so that's my just 2 cents on that. That's just my opinion on players in general. But whatever, it's just, everybody has their own opinion. I know I was going on a little rant, but it's just this free agency in general. This year's free agency has been just crazy. So I'm just saying, ooh, good. Russia has good players. So I'm just saying, man, you're just gonna have to watch it. Okay, so we're 4th place. We're doing okay. We can continue winning games, and let's see your AHL. AHL is obviously they're doing good as usual. Sam Reinhart. There we go. Beauty of a Reinhart, eh? Malcolm Subban's he's been winning games for us, so he should be trade bait as of next year, and we might trade him for somewhat better. Okay, so we're gonna continue all the way to right here. Another player that really surprised me that signed till retirement was Brooks Orpik. Like, yes, he's a good, like, he could play defense, but when he's like 38, 39, or I think he signed till he was like 38, 30, 39, like, he won't be what he is right now. So guys like that you sign for a year, but since teams really want the players, they want to sign him long term, as much money as they can, so they can get the player. So that's why the free agency, if you want money, man, you go to free agency, and you'll get all the money in the world if you're someone that's average in the NHL. Like, even average players in the NHL, they've been getting a shit ton of money. Okay, so winning. It's what I'm saying, man. It's just teams that are rebuilding and have a lot of cap space. Florida, Buffalo. That's when they want to sign players and just lock them down. Like, I don't know, they haven't really been making big moves in like, I know Florida is in a rebuild stage, and they've like when they were trading their first round, and they want to trade the first overall so they can get some. They want to make the playoffs sooner than expected. But I'm just saying it's a good move by Florida drafting Aaron Ekblad. I think he's a franchise player, and if you develop your young players in general, then Florida's going to be a deadly team in the future. You just wait for it, because they have a shit ton of young players. That's what I'm saying, man. Florida, they have a shit ton of young players that they can develop. That's the thing. It's like Edmonton, man. They have a shit ton of young players. It's just the matter of time when they're going to hit the top of the NHL, and they're going to be deadly as hell. Oh, man, it's like Tampa, man. It's just, I know it's my favorite team, but I'm just saying, man, Tampa, they have a shit ton of young players. And if you look at their roster, it's averaging at about 25, 26, or like 25 years old. And all their young rookies, they're better. Like, Jonathan Drouin's obviously going to make the team this year. You have other guys like Palat, Panic, that I have in my team right now in Boston. And you have like Kucherov, Ernie. You have all those players that are just, they're good. And I like Yzerman as a GM, man. He's been, like, what he's been doing the free agency, like, he got he basically, what he got, like that Sam Gagner trade that he did to Edmonton, he got rid of was it BJ Crobin as a tough guy. He got rid of someone else. I don't really remember. And he got Sam Reinhart. He got Sam Gagner. Holy shit! Imagine getting Sam Reinhart. Wow, that would be good. You got Sam Gagner, and then after he dumped him with retaining his salary to Phoenix. And what he basically got for that, he got some draft. He got some draft picks, and it's adding more depth to the team. You get more prospects for the future. So I'm just saying, I like Yzerman as a GM. He knows what he's doing, and with that, last year make the playoffs with a rookie team. That's when you know he's a good GM. Okay, so it looks like teams want our looks like teams want our Dave Bolin, and it's just basically I could trade Dave Bolin, but as of right now, he's doing pretty good. Like our team is set. Our team's doing pretty good, man. We just gotta. Okay, I thought it froze. I'm like, no, don't freeze on me, man. I thought it froze for a second, man. I would have pissed me off so much if it would have froze. Okay, so we got what, 3 more weeks until the trade deadline, and where are we standing? We are standing third in the NHL. We're pretty much separated. We're pretty much about 9 points away from 5th place, so we got a playoff spot. We just got to make sure that we keep it. So that means win more games. Are we there for goals? No. Are we there for assists? No. Are we there for points? No. Well, Drew and Stamkos. There we go. That powerful duo, man. That's the future. Drew and Stamkos. There we go, man. Oh, man. I love it. Okay, so Tuukka Rask and John Gibson. Oh, my God. There we go. Looks like it was a good trade, man. We got more wins than them, but looks like it was a good trade. The thing is, later on, John Gibson's going to get much better than Tuukka Rask. That's what I'm thinking of it right now. Plus, it was basically, that Tuukka Rask and John Gibson trade was just basically a salary dump. I'm sorry, but that's what it was, man. If you have to resign a lot of players, you got to dump someone's salary, and that was a player that was doing pretty bad on our team. So, our HL, obviously, they're doing the greatest. Malcolm Subban's doing pretty good. And yeah, so we're leading the AHL. Sam Reinhart, leading for assists. Is Sam Reinhart there for points? Yeah. Nice. I can't wait to check the progress reports after. So let's just see if we can continue winning games. We're going to sim up all the way to the day before the trade deadline. And then we'll end the episode there. We'll do a little overview of some stuff. And then we'll see what it ends up. 2 losses. It's not going to hurt us, but if we start losing many other games, that's when it's going to kill us. But yeah, so I know it was just a little rant that I decided to do just to pass the time. It's Curtis Foster. Looks like he's going pretty old. Yeah, he's pretty old. 1.5 star potential. Yeah, nah. It was just a little rant just because the free agency was just so crazy. But overall, man, teams are getting better, and that's just the money. Money is a thing, man. Money is a big thing. And teams want to get better, they got to sign players for much more than they're expected to. So, I'm just saying it's just a little rant I decided to do. But overall, man, free agency's been pretty good. And same thing with draft, man. It was really good. I like Tampa's pick of D'Angelo. Like, I know he's had some character issues problem in the past, man, but D'Angelo, man, give him 3 years, he'll be NHL ready. He's gonna be a good offensive defenseman. Was it Steve Bernier, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, Steve Bernier. No. No. Yeah, so give D'Angelo 3 years. He'll be NHL ready. Like, don't rush him to NHL. I know a guy like I think Sam Bennett. He's aiming to make Calgary's team this year, and I think, man, don't rush Sam Bennett, man. I know he's got all the skills in the world, but he doesn't have the weight. He doesn't have the height and weight to play in the NHL. A guy that's ready for the NHL is obviously Aaron Ekblad and Draisaitl. Guys like Sam Reinhart is always a debate, but it depends. Like at Buffalo, they're probably gonna play Reinhart in his first year. But if you want to really develop the guy well, throw him one more year in the juniors, and then he'll be ready as of next year. And Sam Bennett, same thing, man. Throw him one more year in the juniors, and he'll be ready as of next year. But teams that are really desperate, they're gonna probably want to play them as quick as they can. That's when you ruin the career, man. Like obviously, sometimes it's you get that lucky guy, and the NHL doesn't really affect him, and he's ready. Like Nathan McKinnon, obviously most first overalls always make the team. Like Nathan McKinnon, Yakupov, Eberle, Hall, and all these players, man. I mean, Eberle wasn't first overall, obviously. I'm just saying Yakupov and Hall. But, just saying, most first overalls, they play in the NHL as of next year. So, I'm just saying. Yeah, so it's going to be pretty surprising who decides to be NHL ready as of next year. Like, I know for sure Aaron Ekblad's playing in Florida next year, and it's a no-brainer, obviously. Why wouldn't Florida play Aaron Ekblad? He's the most NHL-ready guy in the draft. We got some prospects for Dave Bowling, Chris Kelly. Chris Kelly's a guy that I like to trade, but I know he's 2.5 star. He has a 2.5 star potential, but like, come on, man. Like, look at his stats. It's like his defensive stats are great, man. And if we want to push for that Stanley Cup this year, I'm just saying, man, we gotta at least. Already fourth line. Wow. Okay. We gotta at least keep some of our veterans and hope they can do better in the playoffs. As I know, last year that playoff was pretty sad to see. So I'm saying, as of this year, this upcoming draft, man, it's gonna be excited to see who we get. But as of right now, man, looks like we're in a pretty solid position to make the playoffs this year. Let's just see if we can win one more game. And there we go, 6-3 win. Okay. Just go continue. We'll just stay right there. Wow, okay, nice, Boston. I like what I'm seeing right there. I like a lot of trades, man. A lot of trades, man. I like what I see there. Where are we? We are... Okay, this is what the Western Conference looks like. This is what the Eastern Conference looks like. We are in a good playoff position. We're 9 points away from 5th place. So, what I'm trying to say is we just continue. We gotta continue winning as always. Whoa! Is that Adam McQuaid? No, that's impossible. Is that the guy that we traded way back? Adam McQuaid look at that. 236 penalty minutes, and we're almost done the season. That's a thing. That is crazy, man. Thank God I did not keep that guy. We got Gudas at 84. That's pretty average for that guy. But Adam McQuaid, man, that's crazy. They must have been playing their games on the freaking penalty kill the whole time. But so we're 3rd place. Most of the time, we just got to keep winning games as always. Goals, where are we? We are not there. Assists, we're not there. Points, we're not there. But obviously, Drew and Stamkos are leading the NHL like always. Wins, we are there with Gibson. And Rask is still being first, but it looks like Rask is happy in Anaheim. Save percentage, we are not there. Goals against, we're there. And, okay, so yeah. So it looks like our team's been picking up the notch, man. We're having a pretty good season this year. Better than last season, which we almost did not make the playoffs. Progress reports, obviously, I don't want to check that out, like, fucking stupid. Whatever, I don't care. Ooh, Riley Smith. Did you upgrade to an 84? No, yeah, an 84. Yeah, okay, I upgraded, then, natural growth, whatever. He went down, he went up sometimes, whatever. I don't know why these guys go down, because they're playing their respective position. Whatever. Whatever. What about the AHL? That's why I'm excited to see the AHL. I'm gonna go check the goalies first. The goalies didn't go up. I'm surprised John Gibson didn't go up, man. He's been having a pretty good season. I'll go check it after. AHL, Malcolm Subban went up, obviously. Nice. And, okay. AHL. There, look at that. Sam Reinhart, 79 overall. That's boosted. Look at everything's boosted about, almost everything's boosted about this guy. Nice, man. That's what I like to see. He's definitely NHL ready as of next year. Same thing with Joe Morrow, man. He's definitely NHL ready as of next year. And I hope Seth Griffith also is NHL ready as of next year. Oh, man. Love that guy. Sam Reinhart. Wow. Okay, some other stats. Customize. No, I want to go. Stats Central. Team standings. We are 10th in NHL. What about goals for per games? We're 9th. Okay. Goals against per game, we're 15th. Power play, we are 6th. Penalty kill, we are 10th. Okay, so we're average. We're pretty much average NHL. So I'm not gonna edit our lines. Like, our lines are pretty much good. So that's about it for this episode. We're just gonna probably end it up with just looking at some regular stats. I'm just have to say, like, overall, what we have to do is just basically. I'm just saying, we just gotta win more games, and we're gonna have to lock down that playoff position. Like, look at this. Some guys are not, like, it's not really a banner year for some of our guys. Yeah, like, Patrice having a terrible season, so I don't know what the hell's wrong with that guy. But, whatever. Everybody's contributing equally. We don't have that one superstar. That's the thing about our team. Everybody is contributing equally. We don't have that one guy that has, like, 71 points by now. I'm looking at Tampa right now. So everybody's contributing equally. Everybody's scoring goals, scoring some points. So that's what I like about Boston right now. Like, everybody's taking their part on the team. Or on the AHL, there's a lot of unreal stats right there. So AHL, we are, like we said, we're first, obviously. Okay, are we there for goals? Whatever. Soderberg's there for goals. Reinhardt's there for assists. Points, Reinhardt's there, and that's about it. Then wins, we got Malcolm Subban. Okay, so hope you guys remember, please subscribe. And for next episode, trade deadline. But as of right now, I don't like recommendations for the trade deadline. Wouldn't be really worth it because I don't think I want to trade anyone at the trade deadline. Maybe Dave Bolin, but and Chris Kelly, but I want to go for a playoff run. Like, I want to go for the Stanley Cup, so I need my veterans. But I don't know. Recommendations are always taken. So we'll see you next time. So bye bye.